Citizens Stadium in Eugene. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Mahler with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly, set the tone for the conference season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will take the field first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Lee. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's a give to Joyner. Defense all over it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Ducks offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Dante Moore, last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes and a 300-yard day through the air.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Upstairs, he's got it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense there to stop him after he spun his way to a 5-yard pickup. Straight ahead, it's Davison. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Moore. Out wide right, it's Davison. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Got it. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Carter. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Grabbed behind the line, it's Eakin. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. And now this offense will take the field again. Dante Moore. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Left side is Stewart. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He's got the tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Davison. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Keep it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Tough run here. It's Davison. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might as well run him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. On the run, it's Davison. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They're going to ride this running back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside. It's Davison. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the left. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing more. Fires to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Fine. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can hold on in the face of the contact. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Eakin. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Look out! Just got rid of that one. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Quick give. It's Davison. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Moore to throw. Fires on the move. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Hammond. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman Williams. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Running inside, it's Joyner. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Right side, it's Hudson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the reasons this offense is so to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Third and long coming up. Moore from the gun on third down. Looking for a big gain. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making back.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Pulls it in. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to get it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The give. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rush is on. A strike downfield. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Kick is in the air. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Out wide left, it's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Moore. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. In the gun on third down. Moore looking down the middle. It's complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moore with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Moore to the air. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dante Moore wants to throw again. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Thrust that arm out. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dante Moore, firing deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the number 17 team, the Florida Gators. And it's Sam Houston State sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on up.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, it's Williams. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Out wide right, it's Lee. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, running back gets to give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third and long right here. Throwing more. On the move, he fires. Left side is Stewart. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Out wide left, it's Hooks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Right side, it's Johnson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got it behind the line. It's Hooks. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Moore from the gun trying to convert third down. Reels it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. 4th down, Moore. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. To the air, it's Hammond. They're all over him. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Danzy. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Trying to make one miss. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Got it, looking for a first. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Moore from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Throws quickly. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. In the backfield, it's Carter. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Moore to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. In the gun on third down, Moore throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Lee. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give is to Williams. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. Plows through the defense. Across the 15. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. The option, he'll keep it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Moore. Going to take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get back, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Quick give. It's Danzy. Nowhere to go. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Fires to the right. The sure hands, it's Lee. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. On all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Carter. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go play action with Moore. Holds on, it's Johnson. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Dante Moore under pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Trying to squeak through the pile. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
That's caught. It's Stewart. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Right side, it's Griffin. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing Moore. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's thrown another interception. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Might as well give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the number 1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss